Warning. The bullshit you're about to hear is going to be explicit. If you have fucked up, horrible feelings about life, skip us. But if you're okay with laughing at yourself and being cool, then cool. Continue watching this fucking video, bitch, and we'll see you at the end when you watch the next one right after or even before. I don't give a fuck. But your mama, she hot. Give her my number so I can give it to Bear. Love you.
Yeah. I got you.
Bear.
I mean, it makes sense. I just can't. I just like when it comes to animals, like if ferrets didn't have to be fixed, I don't think mine would be. Though, if you ever actually seen a ferret with balls, it's the funniest shit in the world. Yeah. Because their balls are half of their body mass. Welcome to the Are You Fucking Serious podcast. I'm Concept.
You a bitch. A whole bitch.
Hey, you know what? Do your best.
Do your best at being a whole bitch.
If you're gonna do something, if you're gonna be a bitch, be the best bitch. If you're gonna
be the best, stepdad.
Be the most memorable bitch.
I'm gonna need you not looking broke when you come and pick me up from school, stepdad.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to stop calling me broke, or I ain't gonna buy you no new shoes.
hey, shush! Before I have Bear beat your ass up on D Block.
Well, speaking of D Block, we got Bear.
Yeah.
Live from whatever cell. Your cellmate ain't there?
Obviously. No, he ain't here. Sorry. I got it to myself today. Probably got shanked.
And we also got Mookie's.
What's up, beautiful, ugly ass people? Yep.
I guess there's perfection and there's ugly perfection, or
no, if you put it together, then they're just average. Sorry.
Yeah. That's the meanest way to call somebody average.
You can't really say like
you know, I'm always gonna find the meanest way to call somebody something.
But can I just I will commend you on that, because you be saying the dirtiest shit in the nicest way. Like I can barely be mad.
You're like, all right.
That's the creativeness of it. It's like, one, I don't think of the shit I'm gonna say, and two, sorry, my dog is whining because he misses my girlfriend. But two, it's also just kind of a mixture of the fact that like you want people to feel insulted, but not know if they've been insulted.
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds like talking to stupid people, though. Like that's basically what that sounds like.
Well, I've always said that the average American is an idiot, and it's true when you study what I did in college. When you really think about it, that's why whenever you're watching like the news and they always say the average American, basically they're calling you stupid. Yeah, I know, Watson.
He's like, why am I in this country then? I could have been the Yoquero Taco Bell dog in Mexico.
That dog was iconic.
Oh God! Finishing up the intro, we're here to talk some shit, like as you can see here, and you know what? Today's topic is misused.
Why your breath stank?
Which is misused slang.
That ain't slang for nothing, nigga. Why your breath stank? So answer the fucking question.
Concept breath still smell like Similac.
Oh, you know what sucks about that? I couldn't drink Similac. I was allergic to it. I couldn't. I had to drink rice milk.
Oh, you got tap milk?
Rice milk, literally just a powder.
I don't call it breast milk. I call it tap milk.
I couldn't do that.
Think about it, tap milk. That's why Bear laughing.
That's pretty good.
I know. No, I couldn't drink from the tap.
Dang.
Hey, my cousin's baby can order tap milk, and like a nigga like free probably at this point. But what he'll do is he'll go up and start tapping on them, and if they get clogged up, he'll tap.
What?
Yeah, that's funny.
And my cousin is a big girl, and I'm not like saying this because like no, like she's a big girl, and this is for the subject of the story. And so in order, because sometimes it gets clogged, and so the baby has seen her tap to get it out, and so yeah, she will tap the milk.
That's
Yeah.
Tell the people on the cell next
That's
to
how
you
the
to cut
baby
it out.
puts the order in.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I need more delicious spout. It
That's
stopped up again.
that's nasty though.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, it's natural, but it's oddly nasty. You know, it's like one of those things that, because that's always made me curious. Like, why do people drink cow's milk but not your own human milk? You know that.
Hey.
Why is drinking human milk weird?
Nigga, think about it. Do you really want to look down at somewhat watery looking, clear milk in a bowl of cereal?
But that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, but why is that weird? Because it comes from the same species that you are.
Because white people and companies that they own.
There you go. That's the answer I was looking for. I wasn't looking for
think about it,
the bitch out answer. I was looking for a real answer.
Damn.
Like that.
Got me being philosophical. My job here is not to be philosophical. Shit.
You could be philosophical and funny, bitch. Grow some talent.
hey, I'm gonna grow some talent. I already got some, bitch. Well, you can grow a fucking mustache correctly.
Oh man, you are so sustainable. You trying to save this planet. You recycling jokes now.
The age old question.
Hey,
where the fuck's your stash?
sir, you need to recycle the pubes that you be shaving off each and every month and attach that to your lower lip.
You think
the top of the lip.
You think I shave my pubes?
Hey.
You think I have that type of patience?
You manscape.
No, I don't.
You need to manscape.
No, I don't. After you get married, manscaping is no longer a requirement.
That's why your man be scaping.
Oh, that's good.
Yo,
I like that.
Like that.
I want to use that.
That's a good one.
Like that. I want to use that one.
Oh man.
Oh,
no, people, the shit that comes out of my mouth is never
That
been
joke was
recorded.
built in.
You got new slang.
New slang? We didn't even talk about the old slang.
We didn't even talk about the old
boy.
slang. Fuck. You know what? I'll start with fucked up misused slang though. And I had to look this up because you guys were the ones that made me aware of this. And not only that, you know.
Shut up, white me seeks.
The jackass that I was dating, like his kid was using it, and he was like, it's so sus, and he was actually using it that way. Like he was actually using it as what like suspicious, or suspect. Like I was like,
shit,
oh, man, you don't know. Like, and I was like, and your dad's gay,
right? Like,
Word.
Come on.
I feel like that one just got misused because of what's that?
YouTubers.
No, it's that fucking game that came out. I can't think of it.
No, Among Us.
Yeah.
Among Us, yeah. Ever since that came out, that
helped.
kind of became a thing.
Yeah.
So it just kind of formed around that, but the original meaning is still existent. So it's like, I feel like that's more of like a clash of slangs that came together.
I think that the problem though is like as soon as people find out what it actually means, it's gonna get canceled.
Right.
Like I think
I feel like it's not.
That's the one thing.
Like,
it's probably a generational thing now.
Oh, and for those of you who don't know, sus means like you would call somebody sus, like let's say he kind of sus, but he's
like
kind of gay.
Like concept, basically.
I'm not sus though. I'm out there. Like there's nothing sus about it. It just is.
Sorry, man. I had to mute you because there was too much shit going on in the back.
Wait, well, that was him?
Yeah.
You know, I could actually do like some editing now, like though it's gonna have to be through like a secondary thing. But if it's that bad, keep yourself muted. Going back to the topic, so what other slang do you hear now that's just like really just
Damn, I'm tired of hearing that shit. Like,
how?
That shit is old as fuck, man. Like, the shit that people be coming up with is supposed to be new. I'm like, at least for us, like, growing up, we at least were able to acknowledge the fact that, like, yeah, we took some shit. Like, I still say shit from back when, like, we were in high school, middle school shit. Like, I'll still say shady. I'm gonna still say janky, and janky is old as fuck.
I feel like that's just generational shit now. Like how everybody used to always do like the old school slang back in the day, like jive turkey and shit like that. So I feel like now it's just our just generational, like this is our slang from our period now.
Hey, Bear, You ain't never gonna be a slice, bitch.
Oh no.
You like a piece of cheese without the corners. In other words, you ain't gonna be a slice, bitch.
Oh shit!
That's
Shout
the
out to Kevin
coldest cut
Hart.
I've ever had, man. That's cold.
Oh
That's
my god!
cold.
No.
Is that a cold cut? I think it was. I think it was. Boy.
Damn.
Fucking A, dude. Oh, you know what? And this actually kind of bothered me, but that whole generation, that whole period of Bye Felicia, like
My
that
girl says
bothers
that she
me
doesn't know where it's
so
from.
much. That's my problem. Is because
you
not only
gotta
do
see
you
the
not
video
know
of
the
this.
etymology, you don't understand how bad of a thing you're saying.
Fuck, man.
Right.
You don't know that Felicia is a fucking crackhead.
Right.
Like
That fuck Debo.
they don't even know
With his
who
dirty
Debo is.
jaws. With his dirty jaws.
Every time I hear it said there, it'd be like, oh man, I just feel that shovel just hit.
Big up Tiny Liston, man. Like I've seen the man multiple times in person. I've actually like gotten an autograph from him too. That nigga is terrifying. Like, or was terrifying. Like you accept and ask him like, hey, why don't you get Smokey's money? What money? I'm like, damn, nigga, you scary as shit.
Hold on. Okay. Let's know.
But that's the thing too, and I also feel bad because not only are they not getting credit for it, but like, I mean, these people are missing out on what I would call good on, and now I would consider it more classic Black cinema. Like,
oh hell yeah.
They're missing out, like especially the extended edition. So shout out to Daryl for showing me that shit because I didn't even know it existed. But you're missing out, and not only do you not give them credit where credit's due, but you're just
no more locked doors, eh?
No more locked doors.
Gracias.
Man.
That was my shit. But that's why it's important. Is because all these people, like, again, and this is a prime example of like us not getting credit for shit that we should be. Like, and this happened as we were alive.
Hold on, and the worst part is TikTok makes shit worse. Like, they finding songs that are like old school, which is like shit that came out when we were younger. And it's like, oh yeah, they doing like these dumbass dances. Like, yo, if you doing some dumb shit to a song like Soulja Boy and you ain't the song, you can literally look up the dance on YouTube and niggas is fucking it up on TikTok.
Wait. Are they doing they're not
doing TikTok dances to Superman.
So they're not doing actual Superman.
Actual dance.
Nope.
Oh, that's weak. That's weak.
What is this? Weak. I mean, Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
They doing some other dumb shit. Like,
I'm gonna have to look that shit up.
I'm gonna
do like if they do like buy you a drink or even like bartender, and then like them classic songs we had growing up, they always doing some dumb shit, and I'm like, bruh, we were all like, ooh. Right? They ain't doing that.
Oh man, meet me in the trap.
That shit at my wedding. That shit was just amazing.
Thank you. Court juice balls, old cliche. Come on, man. Yeah. No, they weren't.
Shorty got class.
Like, and then I was like seeing it like some people actually are seeing people who are going back to the clubs doing TikTok dances, and I'm like, you would get kicked out. If it was my club and I own that shit, I'm kicking you out.
That's what I'm curious about too. No. Does it basically become a line dance at that point? If you do it with multiple people, is it a line dance?
Well, like some line dances
technically
are okay. So if you're gonna do a line dance and it's like a bunch of y'all doing the Cupid Shuffle or the Cha-Cha Slide or the Electric Slide, cool.
Do you really want them to fuck up any of those on TikTok?
Hey, if you fuck up any of them fucking songs with some dumbass TikTok
think about what you're saying.
I'm gonna fuck you up
gonna watch
so bad.
This.
Your mama ain't gonna care about you no more. Ass bear, I've done it.
That's what
I've done the concept.
You're the reason why they get the idea.
I will be the reason why your mama don't love you ever again, bitch. Fucking up.
I don't even know if I can keep that.
I don't even think you can. I really don't think you can. That sounds like that's gonna have to be a secret.
I'll probably keep it just because they'll know for sure that it's explicit, but damn.
All you gotta do is just put a censor over him. Just the whole time.
This motherfucker said something offensive.
Very offensive.
Do it.
I just do what I did the other video I just cut it off and put an old girl. And I just voiced over. I was like,
The bullshit you're about to hear is going to be explicit. If you have fucked up, horrible feelings about life, skip us. But if you're
Random
okay with laughing
disclaimer.
at yourself and being cool, then cool. Continue watching this fucking video, bitch, and we'll see you at the end when you watch the next one right after or even before. I don't give a fuck. But your mama, she hot. Give her my number so I can give it to Bear. Love you.
So I found out how to do. So now I record individual tracks, which is how I was able to splice together our other stuff because you know it makes more sense that way. Y'all are fucking hilarious without any context.
Yeah.
Because I'll be listening like just to make sure to checking audio levels for each of us, making sure we're not blown out, whatever. But as I'm listening, and by the way, this shit takes like 12 to 15 hours per video. So
hey, as much as I talk shit about you, I do love you for the work that you do.
Well, thanks for that, buddy.
Let me just say
Appreciate
that.
it.
But like it's just so funny like going through each track individually because I know what you're responding to, but if I like don't pause it and I go to the bathroom and come back and I listen, I'm like, oh shit, and then I hear you just say something, I'm like, what the fuck were we talking about?
Hey, we at least making this shit enjoyable for you while you edit.
Because all of a sudden you'll hear bitch. Like,
yeah, that's pretty random. That's a random one there.
No,
that's
especially Bear, because Bear is like, he is the Lil Jon of our podcast.
Yep.
When you listen to his track by itself, it's like, yeah, okay,
that's right, okay.
yeah,
What?
yeah, that's
What?
right.
All right.
Yeah. What's that? Huh? What's that about?
Oh, I did do that.
Like, honestly, that's most of Bear's track.
Hey, take that warning out and put it in the beginning.
Oh no,
Right.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Every
that's why I
episode
just
now.
let you speak because I didn't want to cut you off. I might put that in our promo because I'm making a promo right now for us. So.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Because I wanted a promo because you could put a trailer on your YouTube page and you could also put a trailer on your podcast page. So
Yes.
I'm gonna make it like maybe a minute at most. So
Yeah,
I'm just cutting things together. But
y'all,
yeah.
bitch, y'all.
Oh fuck. Hey, we have to have a Looking Boy podcast.
Oh man, that's gonna be so good. That's the Mike Vick looking boy. Oh man,
That was my shit.
we gotta make it like modern.
I wish that came out like during TikTok time because that would be funny as shit. That's something I would watch on TikTok.
That's probably gonna spread if somebody decides to do that shit once.
They
And
need
like,
to. Because was that Lil Jock?
Yo, Young Jock.
Yeah,
Young Jock.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
Just
go
let
hard.
your soul.
Young Jock just come out with them shit.
Curly
Yo,
boy.
Bear. You got some slang niggas ain't using right. You got preteens
Slang
in your
niggas
house.
ain't using right.
Like, what's some shit your little brother?
It's
or
not really
sister
like a
saying?
slang and ain't using right. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out where the fuck this came from, because you know how everybody going like bruh and bro and shit like that. Is that just like the new nigga nowadays?
I
Like
don't
that's
know.
been
saying
spread
that
out
shit
from
since,
so far.
Like, hold on, like, what with me? Because like I remember people saying that shit when I was like, we were in middle school. Well, we all went to different middle school.
Yeah.
But like, I remember this one nigga. He used to always say bruh, and so that shit just stuck. And so like, literally everybody on campus was saying bruh. Like, even my girl, she would be like, bro. I'm like, bruh, what's up? Like, what's good? What you trying to do? Pocket check, food, like some shit like that. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
bruh
that one is kind of
replacing
just like,
dude. Because like,
yeah,
you still hear us,
something
like,
like
we
that.
still say dude, and like. You
Yeah.
don't really hear it as much, but it's like, yeah. I'm like, bruh, you doing some dumb shit right now.
I wouldn't say it's like
Oh.
misused. I'd probably say it's just ancient. You're like, what the hell? Like, how long has that been in use?
Hey, just think about we cut out dude at, because that used to be a legit thing when we were
That
kids.
used to be a dude
and she
thing.
came dude. Like, dude is unisex. Like, nigga is unisex. I never get that wrong. I'm like, I'm a girl. I'm like, bitch, you a nigga.
It's like, nigga, you don't shut up.
And if I call, and hold on, and
Nigga's
nigga don't just have to be, it don't just have,
Yeah.
like, I can call, like, obviously I can call Bear or Concept a nigga. I can call my white homie a nigga. I can call whoever the fuck, a white girl
I called
a
this
nigga.
microphone a nigga the other day. I was like,
Right,
niggas not
right.
working.
Like, yo, like, on the real, when I was in college, my junior year, you can ask my roommate, or he was my roommate, my sophomore and then senior year. My junior year, he was my next door neighbor, and cool as shit, one of my closest friends too. And I literally went into his room because I was bored as shit and had a 20-minute rant where every other word was nigga. He's like, I did not know you could use that word that many times. White dude too. And I was like, yup, it's universal. There's so many different words. Like this shit's a nigga, that shit's a nigga, this person's a nigga, your mama is a nigga, like everybody is a nigga. So that's kind of what the people doing with bruh. It's like, bruh. Like,
wasn't the first time you ever used nigga with them was actually like the most hilarious one. You see their eyes just lighten up like, hey, I've reached this level.
yeah, no, like I've talked about that before. Like, because
like, it's okay for me to say, yeah.
Like, white people get so excited when.
Hey, tell Derek he my boo and my nigga.
I'll let you tell him that. You know, I'm gonna let him watch this. But he doesn't watch it like as I edit because he doesn't like bothering me. Because he knows that I'm like focused and I'm trying to get shit done. But after I'm done, I'll play him that part. But no, I think like when we do that, like it's something special. Like white people get like, oh my god,
excited.
Really?
Like, oh,
I'm your nigga.
I've reached the inner circle. I'm one of them now. That's what it feels like.
I feel my skin darkening.
Yeah. God, is this melanin?
They take that shit as a rite of passage. Like, my mama, I was on the phone with her earlier today, and she was on speaker, and my girl was with me, and so we all talking and everything. My mom said "nigga." I was like, "Don't worry, she's heard me say that. I called her a nigga. Like she already know. Like it's gonna come out of my mouth at some point."
Right.
Nigga is not exclusive. Like
no, it's not.
Nigga is gonna come out of my mouth in some form. Like
I learned like how to do that like with my dad really because he was like the only one that would ever like actually call me nigga. So nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, I was like, oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I had it different because like you know, I from LA, born out there. Then I moved out where I am now, and then I moved back. So like my whole thing was one, I had to learn that I couldn't talk like I talk out here in LA because that shit ain't gonna get me far. Niggas was already trying to fight me and shit on some dumb shit because I talk different. So then I had to learn how to talk. Then after I learned how to talk, I had to learn how to curse. So it was like I had to get to a certain distance, and with that, it became knowing how to say nigga correctly. So where now it just like sounds like natural. Before it'd be like nigga, it'd be like some weird shit. Like, but now it's just like. Nah, that shit come out like I'm from LA.
When you think about it too much, I think that's because even if you start thinking about it too much now, it's like something you've been doing for 20, 30, 40 years. And all of a sudden you think about how you do it. You're like, wait, how do I do that? And then you try to do it because you're trying to do it and now you can't fucking do it.
It's a language.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's like when you know that you write a word down and you type a word out and you're like, wait, that's not how it's
spelled. Is it?
Wait,
hold on.
Wait.
Like, think about trying to spell gorgeous on your own. That's the type of shit. Like, that shit
for me, it's necessary.
Like, necessary used to get me. Believe, responsibility, I should say. Like,
there's a lot of eyes and shit that still gets me. Like, I'm like, did I do that right? Why doesn't that look right? Oh my god. But yeah, no, bruh is one of those because again, heard this white kid. That's all he said. He was like, bruh, and I'm like, who taught you this? Like, who? You're from Stillwater, Minnesota. Like, who the fuck taught you this?
That was like a surfer thing before though, right? Before that just went bro, and then it just got
and then
amalgamated to bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Back in, I mean, my aunt was a Crip, so I mean, I used to hear that shit all the time.
I should have been around for a minute.
Because that goes back to a point I made in a previous podcast where everything that's popular basically comes from black people, and most of it,
the number one genre in the world now.
Yeah, I mean most of it came from black women. I mean, not bruh, I don't think, but maybe, probably, because everything else does. Like
it could have been too. That is a high possibility.
That's kind of like my tip on on a serious note. Like my tip was like when people say like, "Oh, I'm a POC, a person of color." I'm like, you know, I hate that term because like, yeah.
Whenever somebody says POC, all I hear is RESPs. Just like you start saying
getting called a nigga with a hard R. Yeah, that shit don't feel right, and that shit was definitely like you gonna see signs of it, but not as much. Whenever you look at like photos in Jim Crow era, you're always gonna see shit that says color or colored. So I'm like, I ain't never gonna be down. I'm like, no, I'm black. Don't you ever call me a person like, no, bitch, I am black. And if you a nigga, you better call me a nigga. Unless I'm like one of them like hood niggas. There's different things in the nigga anyway. Don't call me a hood nigga. Like I'm hood adjacent. Get that shit right.
I'm a hood nigga. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm a hood nigga.
Like I was squashed in between hoods.
There's this whole space between us too.
Right.
If they had to guess like which two niggas were hood niggas, they would point to you two.
Yeah. Honestly.
They be
I was hood adjacent. Like there was shit going around, just not on my block. They were not allowed to do some shit like that on my block because I had some people watching me. Shout out to the old homie Joseph. But yeah, so it's just like if you call me a person of color, I'm about ready to punch you in the fucking mouth because I don't even care if you're trying to be the whole like liberal tip and be respectful. No, you respectfully call me Black American or African American, but don't you dare call me no person of color.
And I think. And what's
than a person
funnier,
of color, like damn.
What's even funnier is that people are like they're trying to be politically correct, but the reality is like don't. And I'm not. And you know what? This Pride Month and everything. Shout out to my trans homies, and just trans people in general. Because I mean, give them respect, but give us the same respect too.
Homies is gender neutral and fluid too. By the way,
yeah. I can't give it up. People need to understand like when. Like again, so is niggas.
Slang is gender neutral, people.
So like I'll even give dude is gender neutral. Like I know that it's meant for men, but there's a whole song in Good Burger. I'm a dude, she's a dude, he's a dude, we're all dudes.
We're all dudes. Hey,
all dudes. Hey.
There's a reason for that, and that's because slang doesn't have a gender. Like most slang doesn't, I guess. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But when you think about how you treat Black people or how you treat people of color, call them what they prefer to be called. The same way you call a trans person what they prefer to be called. Like, again, I know I'm not dark, but I'm Black.
I just can't handle people of color because that just sounds so stupid when you think about it.
You dirty rice-skinned.
Honestly, this white ass light.
White ass light.
This bright ass light. This would make Bear look white.
No,
I'm bringing it with me when we come out to you, Mookie. Right. I'm bringing all my equipment so we could do podcasts. And because I'm trying to be out there for like at least like 3 days plus a weekend or some shit, so we can actually get shit done. But y'all gonna be light.
Hey.
I do not color correct properly.
Like if I change this color in here right now, I get light. Look at that, boom.
Because you see my face, see my arm. It don't even match.
That's because your ass ain't been getting a tan.
No, that's true. I don't really go outside. What the fuck is outside now? Outside costs like $100 a day.
That's because hold on, like the reason why we don't go outside is because of where we grew up at. Like even though I was hood adjacent, it still was not safe to go outside. Like at night, nah.
Ain't safe to go out here.
Like, the kids that played in the street was always doing drugs and some shit. Like those are the kids that were always up to something.
Street lights come on your ass.
By the time you got to middle school, your ass was not outside anymore. Nope. That shit wasn't cute. Mm-hmm. And then when you tall, that shit was even worse. Cause like when I was in elementary school, that shit felt like I ain't like them eyes on me.
You the biggest target. Like, who this tall ass nigga? I used to hate that shit. Niggas be like, oh damn, where you from, nigga? No, I'm like 10. Oh, never mind. Fuck.
Hey, anybody ever ask you where you from? You say your mama's vagina, all right?
Don't ever you know
that's how you get in some shit.
For the people that weren't raised in the hood, I'm not just gonna call out white people because there's a lot of Asian people, there are even some Latin people. Like I'm gonna let you know this. If somebody asks you, if you go to the hood for whatever reason, and you find somebody ask you where you from,
say, what set you from?
Do not answer. It does not fucking matter. Just say, excuse me, sir, and then go about your business.
You talking to a motherfucker that got jumped.
And I mean that. I mean, because it doesn't matter. And especially if they ask you where your grandma from, nah. Don't answer that.
Hey, first of all, you shouldn't be walking in the hood. So don't be trying to be like, oh, I'm in LA and I want to go see like Compton because I done heard like everybody rap about it.
Gentrification
ain't a good place to be.
Doesn't replace anything.
Like, there might be a Fresh and Easy in Compton, but you should not be trying to eat Fresh and Easy over there. There used to be back in like we were in high school. Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah, right
that's
after
like
right after Central.
Look, you hear about all the rapping and stuff about Compton, but none of them live there.
They had a Target at one point, but like, and the fucked up part about that Target is that they were snitching on people So like the police station was using it, or the police were using it as like a extra police station because they would film. They had like a crime scene, like a whole little area, and so yeah.
Damn.
I was like, fuck y'all, Target.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Thought y'all supposed to be high class. Yeah, it used to be. I don't know if it's still there, but it was like right.
There's one in
Fresh
Inglewood, but that's the one that we used to have to go to.
Yeah, that's because that one over there is like in a neutral area. Even though there's some it ain't really that neutral. Let me tell you that, because that's where I actually am from, out in LA. And let me just tell you, on the opposite side of that shit is one area where it's like from preschool all the way to 12th grade in one area in a police station, because that's how fucking crazy it gets over there. So, and it's literally just like right behind like Costco and all that other shit. That shit ain't cool. Like, nope. And as soon as you get past that, you go up the street, you get on Imperial, it's 10,000 times worse.
Yeah,
try it. Like
it literally just like there's a hard cutoff. It's not.
But
great.
then like on the other side, like down like across the street from like down that street, basically that main road where Target is, there is halfway houses all over the place. And then you go further into like the neighborhood, you ain't gonna feel safe.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna get pressed. Like, white people do not know. When you get off at LAX, get your ass on the freeway and get the fuck up out of where you at. Because people don't realize is LAX is down the street from the hood.
Yeah, no, people don't know that.
Down the street.
Yeah,
just because you see those nice, beautiful LAX letters doesn't mean what's outside of it. It's like Yale and Harvard. When I went to go out there to visit, that place was so fucking
Bitch, stop
ghetto.
lying. Stop lying. You know you didn't go visit there.
Yeah.
Stop. Hey.
We did those college trips, fool. You knew about that.
Hey, sir. I made you to get some chin hair before you started being disrespectful toward me, all right?
You need some hair to match that bass in your voice.
Right. You know what? When you talk to me, you know what? From now on, when you talk to me, you need to speak to me with your customer service voice. All right? Shit.
Okay, sir. How can I help you today?
You know what? I want you to talk to me like Thomas from Smoke Signals.
Hey, Victor.
Oh no!
Remember that time your dad took us to Denny's?
Hey, shout out to Smoke Signals. That's a dope movie.
Fuck, we got forced to watch that shit in like high school, but it was actually a dope movie.
It was.
But yeah,
I know we make fun of that shit, but that shit was actually dope.
It's a good movie.
While we on this tiff, I got a new little segment. It's called $1 Million Nigga Shit. And what I mean by this is basically, you know, when you around your niggas or your people and they come up with $1 million ideas that just seem unethical or just too extravagant to fucking work, and you wonder like where the fuck this shit came from. Y'all ever had some shit like that? Well, true, but like for me, I'm generally always sober. Right. So like niggas always doing that shit. So I got one for today. Right. So, you know, COVID, Corona, fuck that shit. That shit like fucked up the world. So there's a lot of unemployed people, right? So what if Bear decided he was gonna create a machine that turned people into superheroes, and they gotta now save the world? But if you become a villain, your ass, not only do you lose all your powers instantly, but then your whole body just turns into a pool of water. Just straight up. You still got like your mouth and nose and eyes. You can talk, but that shit gonna have a slur, and it's gonna sound like you singing Broken Promises.
So you just like turn to like a vegetable almost.
How much weed did it take?
How much weed was that?
No weed at all. No weed at all. But on the flip side, none at all. So like we got to make this comical because obviously everybody, like, there's a lot of broke people in the world. So we probably should sell this for probably about 3 installments of $13.95, really, right? But we don't tell people that it's going to be a 5% interest for every month, right? So that's how we going to make the money, right? And at the same time, we're like, hey, tell a friend, and your ass going to get a coupon to either $15, $25, whatever, to Amazon or Starbucks. We know motherfuckers like Starbucks. I'm trying to niggas love Starbucks. Hey, what's up?
Can I interject real quick? Do you not realize? Bear, do you see what I see?
No. Tell me what you see.
You realize you just made a pyramid scheme, right? You made pyramid scheme superpowers.
And you did too.
Yup.
And you did.
You just made pyramid. How?
Yup.
You gotta like actually
There
like
you
figure
go.
out though
To
what
make
exactly is
pyramids
villain.
I said you can. You don't have to, but you might get a discount, nigga. Damn, that's all I'm saying. You
That's
gotta
what I'm saying. Is like
right.
you're tagging on interest on a monthly thing, and they have to, get other people to get
nigga,
there to get in,
nigga.
and they're under them.
They don't have to do that. They don't have
See,
to
the
bring
thing
people
is
to
though,
get in.
even if it is,
But
even
nigga,
if it
listen
is,
to me here. Herbalife do it and it's free.
Herbalife is a pyramid scheme.
It's
Right.
true, and they get away with that shit.
Right. See, the thing is though,
Because
is
they're
that
not owned by a
if it
black
does,
person.
if it does work though, you see the benefit because he doesn't power.
Thank you.
As soon as the black,
Like,
As
even
opposed
if you
to-
don't bring in
person
people,
owns
say
a
if you got the
pyramid
money
scheme,
to, and you able to pay the easy installments of $13.95 without having to worry about the interest fees or whatever like that, you good. Think about it. It's like getting a credit card at this point. You just go
you're
ahead
gonna
and
have
pay
to
it
be
out
a
in cash.
silent CEO because they're gonna come after your ass when they find out you're black.
Hey, my legal name is very white, so we covered.
I mean, yeah, but that don't mean anything. I mean,
my
people
legal name is very white, so
people find
do
out
that.
shit. You have to realize that this world is fucking scary.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? And snitches, they live a scary life. So if you snitch, I got some
Turn to puddles.
superheroes that's gonna come after you. Okay. Like,
You
and
realize
Bear
you
got
just
that
made
That's like
name
a
boys.
Bear.
superpowered
You made
mafia.
the
Hey.
boys the pyramid
Hey.
scheme.
Hey, and Bear gonna help out. Concept, you clearly don't want in on this. Like, I'm trying to help us get rich.
Oh, I'm down.
Some dumb motherfuckers.
Superpower.
I'm so down. I'm down.
Thank you, Bear.
I want
Thank you.
superpowers.
Like,
Fuck all
shit.
that. I'm in.
Hey, we gonna make them sign a contract. It's an NDA. 1, 2. Like, you can't come back. It's gonna be ironclad. It's gonna be the most fucked up thing ever.
The
Like,
problem is though is that you can't overextend an NDA. So
hey, I'm
what
not gonna
that means-
overextend an NDA. I'm gonna also put in some legal shit in there that basically say that you agree not to sue for when your ass try to rob a liquor store for some bread.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's
You turn
fine.
into a puddle.
But when it comes to NDAs though, you can't overextend an NDA. And what that means is
bitch.
it's like if Drake, for
This is-
example, makes
hey,
every
sir,
girl that
sir,
he's had
this
sex
is-
with like sign an NDA, and he's had sex with half of the population of the world.
This
For
sounds like
example.
a complicated math problem.
No, it's not. It's not. You just can't have too many people sign NDAs, or else there's no such thing as an NDA because everybody has the information.
Hey, that's
You've
why we don't
disclosed
accept
the
everyone.
information
You gotta
to
have a certain
everyone.
credit score, so Bear wouldn't get in.
That's
So
pretty good.
basically, only Americans can do this.
No, credit score is universal, bitch.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
these Chinese dudes in there.
Hey,
Let's work out.
man, we're gonna get whoever got a credit score.
Nobody
Yeah.
else. We're the only country
Hey,
that does that.
whoever has a credit score can get in this.
No other
way,
country has
hey,
that.
I told you this is $1 million nigga idea. I didn't say
Look,
we're gonna
I
be
have a
legal,
credit
and I
score,
didn't say
you
it
can
was gonna
buy
be
in.
well thought out. All right. So
Well, thank
why
you
don't
for
you go
that,
ahead
that beautiful
and the next
segment.
time you need Superman to save you, you gonna get fucked up because I'm like, nope, he didn't pay the installments.
Literally, you made the boys a pyramid scheme.
That's awesome, bro.
You're welcome.
I like that.
Honestly,
Hey,
they should have a
hey,
spin-off
so
of the
call me.
boys where it's a pyramid
Call me.
scheme.
Call
There
me.
is a question though. So what exactly is the limit for the whole puddle thing? Exactly. Like, is it like law
We're still
based?
stuck on the puddle.
The instant
I'm on that. Yeah, because this-
decided
you gotta
to
have
do
this whole
something-
thing together.
the instant you do something illegal, right? Because we're gonna be hooked up like the government is. All right, y'all all talking about all been like tracked and shipped and shit. Bitch, you got a cell phone, so when somebody record that shit and put it on the internet, your ass gonna be sitting there trying to holler at somebody, whatever orientation, whatever gender or non-gender they are, right? And then on the flip side of that, your ass gonna turn into a puddle. Like, and the fucked up part is your clothes gonna turn into the bucket. So I hope you
Ooh.
matching.
Oh, bet.
And we gonna use you like some dirty mop water too.
It's like, damn. It's like, damn.
We
Got a
gonna sell
mismatch
you
bucket.
alongside with some pine salt.
Dang. Put you in a pine saw commercial. That's our pine saw, baby.
Concept hates this so
Dang.
much. He hates the fact that I was able to come up with this shit so quickly. One,
It
and two,
works.
I just
like,
hate.
shout out to
that-
my mama for giving me the beginning idea of this, and I just fucked it up and took it crazy just now as we're recording this. Like, I want you to know that.
That's a good one.
What is wrong with you and your mama? Let me ask that question. What's wrong with you and your mama?
We got a very funny sense of humors, and the fact that the rest of the world does not is just
No, don't get me
fucking
wrong.
on
I
that.
think it's funny as shit, but that I can't even say what came out of left field. It came from the audience.
It came from the stands. You're like, wait a minute,
From the stands.
where I'm flying from?
Well, you guys know everything I say comes from just anywhere.
Actually, you know what? It didn't even come from the stands. It came from outside of the lens of one of the cameras that are recording the damn baseball game.
Came over the fence.
Like, you know, like I'm gonna have some like crazy, just random shit in my head anyway. And I
You
just
better have
spout out
something for
shit.
next week too. I want to make this a weekly segment.
Hey,
pretty good. $1 million
if you think this $1 million idea can work, if you think that it's not, and you got something better, put it in the chat or hit us up with a review.
And
or,
please
talk shit about
please
it.
just talk shit about it because it is basically just a pyramid scheme.
This
It
is all it
is.
is. It's pretty good.
And just like your predecessor, you are exactly like Tyra Banks. Inglewood and making a pyramid scheme.
hey, sorry. But the better part is I got better looking hair that's natural.
Do you know?
And the fact that I don't fake my shit. Like, I mean the shit that come out my mouth. This hair is all real.
So does
boo-boo.
she.
Hey,
No matter how stupid it sounds.
hey, sorry. Just because you've had longer hair, longer than I have, and my hair is still longer than you, don't mean shit. All right?
My hair's not long.
With your 5 o'clock shadow chin.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Permanent.
Hey, nigga, your whole everything, your like facial hair is a time variant. That shit just got lost.
It did. It honestly did. Like it's a work of fucked up art.
I hope Loki can find
no.
that shit for you.
Oh man.
Well, that was that
shit.
segment for this week. Thank you, Mookie.
Random bullshit.
Random bullshit.
I'm gonna hate making that graphic.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna love
it's
it.
Not gonna be okay.
$1 million in star.
$1 million pyramids.
Oh my god.
It won't always be pyramid schemes. Some of them might actually be like legit shit. But,
Somebody
They
did
don't
a
have to be
job.
pyramid schemes.
they won't
I'll
all.
just have
I
to call
don't
it
know.
pyramid scheme.
It'd be funny if they're all pyramid schemes. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what? The
But-
next
As
one
long as
might
the
be a
benefit's
movie.
pretty
I don't
good,
know.
I'll lock it in.
If you want to hear us do a podcast on pyramid schemes, like all of us have experience with people that
Hey.
have been in it, that have tried to sell it to us. So like we will talk. I am happy to
Or-
talk about that.
If you would love for me to talk about how I can make a non-politically correct event for people, I would do that on Patreon, but you gotta pay. And because it's gonna be some fucked up shit that's gonna come out my mouth, but it's all gonna be for jokes and not to be taken seriously. But let's just say the shit that runs through my head is hilarious.
Oh my god. I'm actually surprised they don't try to use like or steal Jigaboo.
Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga what? Jigga who?
Oh my God. Speaking of Jigaboos, like I still love that movie Joanna, man.
Fuck, that movie's hilarious. Hey, and I know it's not correct in today's society, but we should be able to laugh because, man, that shit is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna just say that, like, oh, yeah.
But I think that's the point of the movie, though. He was like that. His character was irreverent, and he learned to be a slightly better person. Slightly, not great.
Right. What was that movie that Eddie Griffin did? Where he had the afro and he went undercover brother.
Oh, I thought you meant Irish Jam. I'm like, bitch.
No, Undercover Brother could not be done today. Let's just say that right now. People will be so offended.
No.
Like, you got a secret watch for some for some hot sauce. So yeah, they put mayonnaise on everything. Like,
fuck, I forgot about that shit. Oh damn. That's somebody whose movies you don't see often.
hey, but his stand-ups be slapping.
What happened?
His stand-ups be slapping. Like,
oh yeah, but I'm talking about his movies and shit. Like his movies are good too, but you don't see them.
and Malcolm and Eddie was like such a good show. Ooh, it's such a good show. If you don't know what Malcolm and Eddie is, I pray to God your baby mama teaches you at some point. And if she don't know, I hope somebody teaches her at some point or something. Because
probably not. This is one of those things that get lost.
Hey. And if it's lost, you better find that shit with your bitch ass motherfuckers. Motherfucker.
What's you know what? Let me twist the question a little bit. What's some slang that you're surprised nobody's like gentrified?
They've been trying nigga for forever, but you white niggas need to shut the fuck up. If you got a song, if there's a rapper who's making a song and they just released it or an album, you better buy the radio edit version and not even know he's supposed to say nigga. I don't even want to hear you curse. Like, nigga, no.
It's so weird to me.
This plantation music ain't for you.
It's so weird to me that white people now are still saying the N-word, like, and they like don't understand. Shut up.
What I said?
Yes, I try to ignore it. No, but it's just baffling to me. And then there's so many people like, well, how can you just say that? You can't say a whole word. Like, it was used.
Hey, the fact that you couldn't even say whole word and not just nigga should tell you should not say this fucking word. All right, because you ain't a real NIGGA like us three, all right?
Yeah, I mean,
well, Bear's 8 head because we don't know where his forehead begins.
Though I'm not gonna lie to you, though,
the horizon
Bear,
is endless.
Your skin is popping though. Like your skin is smooth. You look like you have a filter on.
Hey,
I know you don't,
bruh.
Did you know that I shaved my head today? Though that's why.
No. You know what you look like? You look like a real purple milk dud right now.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. For people wondering, I have actually met somebody that was so black they were purple. Yeah. His nickname was Purple growing up.
Oh, sad.
Ooh,
damn.
That's sad.
Yeah,
that's
like it's one thing to say it; it's another thing to nickname you.
Hey, but his family can cook. His family can cook some food. They owned. I don't know if it's still open, but an old school. They owned a soul food restaurant in LA. Oh, that shit was bomb as fuck. Man, I missed that restaurant. It was called Nelly's. That was the spot back in the day. It was in the hood though. But that shit was boom.
Oh man.
Well, they've been trying to do niggas too long, but I ain't gonna probably work.
Doo-doo mama. We need to bring that back first of all.
Doo-doo mama.
Or hoochie mama.
Hoochie mama, yeah.
Hoochie mama.
Hoochie mama,
you ain't
man.
Hoochie mama.
That will slap anywhere.
That will slap anywhere.
Remember, hood rat ain't been gentrified yet.
And what's so crazy though, and I'm going back to that song real quick. Like that was real instruments. Like that was a real drum kit. That was a real.
Ain't no 808s. Ain't no.
Was it a guitar that they played that on?
The drums, guitar.
Like that's a guitar, right?
Yeah.
Like those are real instruments. Like I don't think people understand. Like, I don't even know if rappers nowadays. Now I'm not saying all of them, but I'm talking about like new age rappers. Like if they can actually rap over a beat like that, that's made with real instruments. That actually sounds like I see flashes, like gun flashes behind you.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't hear this like thump, like, oh, somebody just had a grenade over.
That's why I try to open your door. Shit.
Where are they getting these from? Man.
Hey, yeah. Bear bitch.
Nah, I can't call him a bitch after he like heard all that and didn't duck not once. It was unfair.
I don't give a fuck. Bear bitch. You know, I was mean to you last episode. Now I gotta pick on Bear this time. Bear
every episode. What?
But you never don't pick on me.
Sir,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now I didn't order soup, but you brought me soup. And since you ordered, I didn't order it and you brought it to me, sir. Now I'm gonna go and tell your manager how much of a whole bitch ass nigga you are.
Wow.
In that exact language.
You went there.
And I ain't even being a Karen. That's being a nigga. I ain't even gonna tip you.
Nah, if you was a nigga,
I ain't gonna tip you. I'm gonna tip the waitress that was like 3 tables over too. Just to fuck your day up.
Just what that was. She only brought me water, but
and you know how I'm gonna make sure you don't get a tip? So the couple, when they pay, I'm gonna write it on their card, on their receipt. Make their asses pay.
You fell. You fell as fuck for that. That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
Can't believe you.
Shit. I don't know why, man.
It's like you know where.
You've been on me for over 10 years. Shit.
I know, right? And it is the
yeah.
So I speak
shit, man.
13, 14 years now?
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
Y'all niggas getting old.
Shut
Y'all
up
niggas
with
old.
that
Shut
shit.
up. Shut up, nigga.
Your old
I
ass.
love being a baby.
It's like
Shit.
a
I'm
4
younger
month
than
Them
all
dreads,
y'all.
you'll start
I'm
looking
done
like
with
Lil
you.
Wayne.
Hey.
Right.
First of all, I'm cuter than Lil Wayne, and I don't sound like I'm taking a shit when I talk. Second of all, like,
Damn,
I'm taller than that
I'm not
motherfucker.
gonna be able to unhear that. Why would
Yeah,
you do that to me?
You really can't.
I just thought about that too right now. I'm sorry.
Damn, so it came out. Now we all stuck with it. Damn it.
I'm
It's a damn.
I'm going all day like a black. Oh shit, my stomach.
He's like this close to crying.
It's this close.
This close to shitting and crying.
I know, right?
Hey, he probably was butt ass naked on the toilet with the fan on, trying to get some cool air.
Man.
Hey,
That was a Friday
honestly,
too.
that'd be the most relatable thing I've heard from him in a long ass time.
Right. Oh
You ever
shit.
take a boo boo and it's just too hot? Like it's just hot.
Hey, we not gonna turn this into a boo boo chat. We not. All right. Yeah.
We can't do that.
Some
We can't
slang
do that.
that white people haven't gentrified yet.
Yeah.
Is like just they trying to do like talking shit. So they trying to do like the whole hand point gesture. Like, you know, I'm like, first of all, nigga, we didn't really do this.
Boy.
Right. We didn't really do it, right? Second of all, it was never like something where we had to like, you know, like I'm like, first of all, it was always this for me. Like, first of all, two hand clap.
This.
Yeah. Over that. Like,
yeah. It was always a two hander, like, nigga.
Like, this nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you
did some
as soon as you saw somebody
bullshit.
bring out the hand motion, you knew that motherfucker was about to lose his whole life. Like, I hated the Vine that was like viral back when we were in college. When this nigga said, you look like a motherfucking because he was sitting up there thinking, and then the shit he actually said wasn't funny. And I'm like, bruh, that shit got real popular just because he said,
but that one part just
and I'm like, bro, if you can't think of some shit on the spot, I'm be like, why don't you shut your ass up with your stuttering ass? I would have done some shit like that. I was that motherfucker in school. Like, you can ask Bear and Concept, if you couldn't think of something to say to me instantly,
don't say it. Don't say it. Just don't.
I've roasted niggas in front of their mama, their grandmama, their aunties, their cousins, siblings, teachers, parents, I don't even
ancestors.
I'm pretty sure I remember you said somebody was a dial-up ass nigga when you fucking when somebody did that shit before. I'm almost certain I remember this shit somewhere. I'm like, this is my last.
That sounds right.
I was like,
I can't even confirm it, but that makes sense.
Do you like do? But it sounds like that's something you said before. I know you did. It's like, you can't lie to me. It's like I know that was a word coming out your mouth.
Shit.
Like, I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, like I called a nigga. I said a nigga like a short version of Barney in high school, and the teacher in class started laughing at him.
Man.
Oh shit! And you actually know this person, Concept, because they were your year too.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm thinking? They were in your old rap group.
Really?
Yep.
We're gonna confirm this, like, because I know who it wasn't. But that leaves.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was. I think I was there.
Hey, I called the other nigga Mrs. Fowl.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Oh, then that narrows it down.
Yeah, that narrows it down for you. Like,
fucking narrows it down.
I did call the other one, the last one. I did call him Yogi Bear because he kind of looked like him if you think about it. Think about it. Because you already had this certain time.
Oh,
hey, speaking of that nigga, so because not him, but I dated whose cousin, and I remember, I posted. It was after we broke up and everything, and I posted something. We were still friends or something. It was like college time, and I posted something like it was the little crying dog meme, where, and it was like. When you accept his crooked ass row of bottom teeth, but he still cheat on you. And like said cousin was like, damn, how'd you know?
Oh, that's all bad.
Yeah,
but damn.
See, these episodes, you're gonna learn that, like, I may be an asshole, but the ultimate asshole who don't like to admit it is Concept. Because this nigga that messed around with his homie's cousin.
Look, first of all, wait. Let me clear up real quick.
And it's come full circle. We brought it in.
Let me just say this. Like, I didn't want to bring this up, but since he brought it up, I get to now freely talk about it because this is kind of the shit I go off of. I don't bring shit up unless you freely talk about it. And since he brought it up, let me just say this. Like, I admit I am an asshole. I'm gonna say the fucked up shit with a cute face, like, because that's just how to do it, right?
You don't even know how we met.
And let me just say that this nigga fucked his homie's cousins. Let me just say that.
Would you stop telling people that?
You started it.
No, that story's gotta come out. It's gotta be.
Bear. Did he or did he not? I don't care when you learn.
I didn't.
Did he or did he not?
Yeah, no, you did. You already started that one.
I didn't say I did anything.
See, look, my stories always come out because I just do dumb shit all the time. So that's why there's so many of them. But you had literally just brought it out.
No, okay.
You brought out the platter.
First of all, I was the one that was like having an argument with said cousin, saying, "Hey, that's why Concept fucked your cousin." Like, no.
I swear to God, it was not me who said it. It was. I swear to God, I did not say that either. I swear to God, it was not me. I would have loved to say it. You know my ass, and I would have bragged about it to the bank. But I didn't say that shit. I beat him dead before he put his hands on me.
Yeah, no, he actually didn't say that. Who was it that did say that? Because I think I was there.
I wasn't. I had to hear about it after because I get a fucking angry text from him, and I'm like,
was it by the time you were in college now?
Yeah, I was in college. It was like I think it was my sophomore year.
Yeah, then we were freshmen, so we definitely didn't. I wasn't talking to that motherfucker. I wanted to because I would have loved it.
I have no idea because I know he was arguing.
I feel like that
somebody.
story just went around so long.
I always assumed it was Mookie. I'm not gonna lie to you because Mookie says some fucked up shit. So I'm just like, okay.
But I would say other fucked up shit about this nigga. Other than that, like that nigga always look broke on the daily.
But that's the thing too. Let me kind of preface this, but when I say this, because my uncle has the same fucking thing, the same problem.
Government cheese ass nigga.
Well, yeah, but the problem is like he acts broke, and he thinks.
It don't help he ashy.
I can't.
I'm tired of you that bullshit.
Hey, in the middle of this nigga's like knuckles used to always be ashy. It's like, bro, what the fuck were you doing? Bathing in chalk?
Oh, his whole life was ashy. Like, he was my boy, but his whole life was ashy.
Hey, that nigga rubbed his legs together and chalk falls out.
Oh, I can't. No, but I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I always assumed it was you, but I actually never found out who it was. I just got yelled at. I was confused, but I didn't care. I'm over here.
Nigga got yelled at.
Life. But the other reason why though is because there was a thing that came around that he was like, oh, he's too good for us and blah blah blah. He hanging out with white people in Minnesota, whatever. It wasn't even that. I wasn't around.
Yeah. And if they ask you, I can't tell. So shut the fuck up.
Wow. Damn.
No, you can tell.
Nigga that'd be like, nigga, I couldn't even see, but I can tell your hands are ashy through the phone.
But
nigga.
it ain't as obvious. Like you can see this nigga coming from a mile away. Just follow the smoke signals.
Hey, not gonna lie to you though. Like the first time I ever heard a white nigga say, "I'm
Hold on,
ashy,"
Bear still processing what the fuck I just said.
You could see the gears.
Yes, I said you could see him walking a mile away because you can just look at the smoke signals from all the ash. Yeah, Cassette, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting your story. I'm sorry.
Well, no. What I was gonna say was like a part of the reason why he was like mad wasn't even because of that. I just wasn't around. And I was like, because I was in Minnesota, and it wasn't because I didn't want to go back, and I did go back, but when I went back, it was family time because I'm there for a few days at a time, and then I had to come back.
Oh, that nigga was from like Cassie singing in the studio by himself, talking about me and you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a move.
She could not sing,
but she looked good though.
She looked alright.
She did though.
Hey,
she
watch that video again and make a judgment call.
That was the only video though. Check her out. Any of her other videos. Check her out.
Hey, at least she ain't talking about broken promises. All right, and the fucked up part about that song, for people who don't know, is the fact that girl had a lisp, even though she don't want to admit it. Girl had a lisp. And then second of all, if you take off the auto tune, on the song, she's off key because she can't sing. And so they used the autotune to fix the fact that she was off key and insinuated her lisp. So she over there talking about broken promises. And it's like, baby, even when you watch the video, you do fists, broken promises.
God damn it.
Hey, I'm just here to speak the facts and the truth. And the truth shall set you free. All right? So that's why Concept had to come out here and say to the people that, danger, then fuck the homies cousin. And if you don't know that reference, you clearly too young to be listening to this podcast, or you just did not hear some shit that was relevant in your life.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know the danger.
She smashed the homies. Danger. Smashed the homies.
Yeah, it's just some shit got to come out of my mouth at some point, and you either want me to say, as much as I would have loved to run to that dusty ass, crusty individual,
he's still mad about it too.
Because it would have I ain't gonna snitch on the homie as Bear is running away from fireworks.
Anyway, you know what?
Hold on, this nigga is acting like a dog on 4th of July, trying to hide under a blanket and shit because he think the world ended.
Well, I'm gonna break tradition this time.
That's all, man.
And I'm gonna end on that story. I'm gonna end on that story instead of a story on Bear, because I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a funny one. It's not like that happened like over 10 years ago, so it's not like it's a secret. It is not like it affects my life. I don't care.
Sir, yo, gay, straight, bi, pansexual ass will never meet my cousins, one, because I'm never around them, so I ain't gotta worry.
I may have already met them. Who knows?
They all ugly as shit, so I ain't even worried.
I don't even care no more, though. I mean,
the judgment.
And two,
it's fine.
Like, just like you already said, I can't meet like people in your life. I'm in a committed relationship, so I don't want to. And that's the thing. I don't understand how I get people attention and I talk shit about their ass and they somehow love me.
No, nigga, my head will be shimmering
that
for the rest of my life.
But it's true.
Battered woman syndrome, man.
That's why I love beautifully ugly people, because you can make fun of their ass all day.
Gotta get a pickup.
And they
gotta
just
get a
take
pickup.
punches. Like, man, look at Bear. And nigga ain't had hair on his head.
Step God concept.
Oh my god.
Nigga damn near 30. Male pattern baldness.
Oh my god.
Hey, Bear.
His hairline was broken.
I'm gonna mute your ass. You ain't gonna be able to defend that one. You thought, hey, man, y'all here did not make it to the promised land. That shit didn't even wait for you to get out the hood.
Oh my god! Just like a mid trail mix.
We still ended on Bear. I tried. I tried.
Hey, and if you didn't learn it, shut the fuck up.
I have to end the podcast here.
Hey, if you didn't learn anything, shut the fuck up. Hopefully, while you shut the fuck up,
yeah.
Thoughts and help Bear with some hair growth and a big blanket for his kids because they are cold and lonely in these streets. And you know what? And we're gonna do a GoFundMe for Stepdad Concept because he got to get a minivan for some of the kids. He's trying to help out with a charity, right?
Stepdad Concept sound like a fucked up Ken doll.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like a fucked up Barbie doll. Like stepmom Barbie. I should have my own line of like Barbie dolls, like dolls.
Hey man,
Stepdad Concept.
When you want a line of like Barbie dolls, or you want a line of Astroglide?
Why are those my choices? Why are those my choices?
Rainbow, Trail Mix, Astroglide. To help you go in easy.
Thank you guys for watching. Rate us 5 stars.
Man. Talk shit in the comments.
Please talk shit in the comments. Don't talk shit about each other. Talk shit about us.
Talk shit about us.
Let us know what the hell you think here.
I know you think my voice is sexy for the people listening. It's okay. That effect that you have right now is called life. Get the fuck over it, because I don't want you. So yeah. I'm gonna make this situation very awkward for when Concept has to edit this shit and has to listen back to the dumb shit that's gonna come out of my mouth. So yeah, people.
All right, goodbye.
Life is beautiful.